Hello, this is a video for the Maya Group. I took Maya to the Sporting Days Horse Trials, which is just a local event here in Aiken, South Carolina. Obviously, she's an intermediate horse, nearly advanced, but I decided to give her just a nice, easy preliminary horse trial to start the year off. I was sort of treating this as a bit of a competition, but more of just a bit of an outing at a lower level, just to give her a little bit of a cross-country school and a pop through the small dressage ring, and she was very, very good. She did a really nice test, a nice dressage test. She is very, very seasoned at school and schooled for this level test. So it was actually quite easy riding her through this preliminary work, which was sort of leg yields and halts and small circles and stretching circles and medium canters and stuff like that. And, she's been going really, really well on the flat, to be honest. We've got her sort of priming up for an intermediate in 2 weeks' time at Pine Top down in Georgia. So she finds this more simplistic dressage work quite easy and comfortable. She scored a 28 in the dressage. You'll see everything went really, really well. I lost her a little bit at the end. She sort of started to swing her hind end in the last canter work, but she was, obviously this trot works fantastic. She walked really well, and she was nice and behaved and relaxed through the whole test. The show jumping, I made an absolute mess of in the show jumping. You'll see it in a second. I made a terrible turn to a smaller fence and had an oxer down, which ultimately actually cost us the competition. That being said, I wasn't too worried about the result of this contest. I was more trying to use this event as a little bit of a blowout, just to get her out and about. The cross country, in the show jumping and cross country, I used a different bridle. Peter Wild schooled her for us a week or two ago and recommended this. It's got 2 reins and it's still a snaffle, but it's sort of got a leather elevator sort of gadget to it, which seems to keep her frame up and her shoulders up and her wither up. I think it actually worked really well. It was she was very, very balanced and in good control around the cross-country course. And I didn't even put my watch on, and I was trying to just be nifty through the course without pushing her too hard. And I looked at the results, and she made the time, which was a little bit of surprise because I didn't feel like I was going fast. Maya, we've got obviously she's for sale at the moment. I had one guy try her and really liked her, and he's just trying to rally his finances together at the moment. Saying that, we've got some people flying in next Saturday to try her, and it's actually going to be a bit sad. I'm actually really starting to enjoy riding and training her at the moment, and she's sort of giving me this real 4-star, 5-star feel. So I'm sure she'll get snapped up and sold while we're down here in Aiken. Let's see here. This is the only blemish in our test. She got a little excited in the counter here and started going a little bit haunches in. I'm sure we lost a couple of points there. That being said, she was quite chill and relaxed, considering it was her sort of first outing of the year. I've took her to Bruce's Field and jumped her around a sort of a metre 20 class last week and had one cross-country school. And this is the the show jumping. The Sporting Days, it's a very, I don't know what the word is, old event. It's one of the original Aiken events. I love the show jumping ring here actually. It's got a couple of trees in it. This is easy. This is quite a low level for Maya. I think I may have been a little bit complacent. These jumps weren't very big for her. And whenever I'm teaching riding lessons, if anyone ever made a sharp turn to a square oxer like this, I'd yell and scream. Oh. Anyway, lesson learnt. I need to go a little bit wider there, give her a little bit more space and a little bit more room to that oxer. Saying that, I sort of wasn't really riding her to go clear, if you know what I mean. I wasn't sort of jumping a big in the warm-up or lifting her up over the fences. It was more just a little bit of a schooling round. So she ended up finishing second. I think she got a score of 28 in the dressage, 1 rail down in the show jumping, and then clear cross country. So it's about 32, which is pretty respectable. And I don't think it took anything out of her. So I'll probably give Maya a couple of easy days. She'll be tried for sale next week, and then the following, 2 weeks after that, we'll take her to the intermediate at Pine Top. And I've got to say, I love this bit cross country. She never really got in an argument with my hand. Felt like we were jumping everything out of stride. I tried to make a few sort of sneaky inside turns you'll see in a moment. I go through this water jump and then I actually cut inside some jumps to get to the next jump. So it was, she's very, very experienced and confident and brave through these cross-country jumps. So anyway, I'm sure she comes through this all right, and looking forward to her next event and potentially finding her a new a rider. I'll check in with you all later.